Welcome back to Module 2 of the Microsoft Outlook application course. Today we will continue with emails and messaging, and specifically we'll be looking at how you can reply, forward and delete emails. So we will now open up our Microsoft Outlook application, which we already have open. Last time we showed you how you can create and send emails, and this was the email we sent to a number of people as well as a group. So let's go back to inbox, and also when we send that email we got a failure delivery in our inbox because one of the email may not be complete, but this is for practice as well. So if you want to reply an email, that means you already should have received the email. So what we will do here is use one of the other accounts, and let's say the FODAZ, and we will send a message to our account for this course, which is FODAZ4. So let's go to this one, and we go to the inbox, and when you look at the inbox you will see that it was one of the Outlook accounts which we sent a message to, right? And that's, you see the message, so it is in the inbox of this other account because we sent it from our course training account. So assuming we can do two things here, so we can reply this message directly from here to FODAZ4, and since we're in a different account here, what you can do is simply either look to the top on the home menu. So first of all, we should make sure we're on the message, which is on test 7, and this is the content. And if FODAZ wants to reply to our message is from FODAZ4, just to be clear. He can either do it from the respond group by using either respond, replying only to me or to us, FOD4, or he can use reply all if he wants to reply to everyone that we initially sent the message to. So, but let's simply look at replying only to FOD4. So FOD will simply, under his own account, click reply. And then what you see here on the pan here is that on the message detail or content pan is that the message says this is coming from FODAZ, and it's going back to FODAZ4, and he can say just a simple thanks, and he can reply regards FO. And then let's say we call him FO1, and then he simply says send. Now what you will notice is that also while he's replying, the message that he got is also below, so which means you will see the train of messages that you use for communication, and we will simply say send. Now when we send this, you should hear the sound saying you received an email, and what will happen is we will go, and you see that the is also now increased by 1. Each time you look at a message, the number of messages that you've read decreases. So the number that you see here shows the number of messages that are in your inbox that are not read, not the total number. So if I go to our training account, which is FODAZ4, and I go to the inbox, then I see, oh, there's a reply because it has RE to the title or the subject. So I got a reply, and if I want to read this message, I can click here, and I will see, oh, this came from FODAZ to us, which is FODAZ4, and it says thank you. And basically that's how you reply. So in our case, if we want to reply more to FO1, who reply to our message, we simply can do the same thing. And this time let's try using this. We can just simply click the reply button while on the message, and again you see similar settings here, and you can say welcome and sincerely FOD4. Okay, and when you do that, you can send. If you feel like you don't want to send the message, you can discard it. If you want to see your message in a different window other than this, you can do pop out. So I'll do pop out, and I can see it clearly, and then I can say send. So this is how you reply to a message. Okay. Another thing is, how do you forward a message? So if someone, so there's the message to FO1, and you get the same alert or sound because they're all in one Microsoft application we're using for training purposes. So if I want to forward the same message that I sent to someone that I did not remember, so let's say the initial message that I sent, so this was, I go to my sent, this was the first message I sent, okay, and assuming I want to forward it to a different address, maybe to myself, okay, then I can simply say forward here, or I probably come here and I use forward this button. Either one of them should be okay. So if I click this one, or I can click that one, it's up to you to choose. So if I say forward, I get again a window to type my message. Who should I forward it to? When I click, I can say okay, I can forward it to FOD2. I can also forward it, I don't see my own name here or email, this one, so I can also just type, okay, I want this message to be forwarded to myself. So for the 4 is it for Outlook.com. I can also pop it out if I want, and I can simply say, for your information, FYI, and I will send. So, and when I send it, which means both Dom will receive the message and I will receive the message. So I will wait to see, I go to my inbox, and if I look at my sent, you see that this is the message. Like this, I go to my inbox, and there it arrives. You see, and every forwarded message has an FW. A replied message has an RE. And that's basically how you can forward a message. Okay, and if I go to the other account, and for the 2, and I go to that inbox of this other account, I can see both the initial messages I sent and the one that I forwarded to this account. So I will close it up and go back to our own account, come in the inbox, and the last thing we will look at here is, let's assume I don't want to have an email, for example this delivery notification, and I want to delete it. I can simply go to that message and I will simply click delete. Now what happens is that when I delete, I expect it to go to my delete folder, which is here. So if I go to my delete, I should be able to see it, and there it goes. So, and these are also the other messages that I deleted. Okay, and sometimes you can recover messages by going to recover deleted items. Okay, if I would click this, let's see what happens. Okay, it needs to go through the server, but we will skip that. And Normally, sometimes you can easily do that. Another way to do it is if I click on it, I can drag it to my inbox. See? And if I go to my inbox, I see it again. If I want to delete it from my inbox, I can click on it, drag it to my delete. Basically, I'm doing the same thing. And there, it's on my delete again. So basically, this is how you reply email. You can forward emails as well as delete emails. Thank you, and I will talk with you in the next video.